Good afternoon, church family. It's good to see you. And here at SMCC, we're having a great week. It's had a great week last Easter, and I want to thank everybody for being involved in that. I just wanted to come to you and do a couple things. First of all, thank you guys for the way you have been enduring this last year or more with shutdowns and then back at it. Then we got COVID on staff and shut down again, and just working through all that. So many of you have been able to be here a lot, some not so much. Many are coming back, and each week as we see somebody and say, hey, I'm back, it's been a year, I can't wait. It's just a time of rejoicing and recognizing that things are going pretty good. And I want to thank you guys. I've talked to a lot of other pastors, and with COVID and the politics, it's been a weird time to be a pastor because it's been about so much other than the Bible. There's been so much about other than people's spiritual lives in one's way up front. But I got to say, as a church, you guys have just been really, really good. I've been able to brag on you guys a lot. So thanks a lot. Well, I also want to let you know, as we all know, things are changing in the state. On Friday, the mask mandate has been dropped by Governor Ivey, and we knew this was coming. She made that announcement, and we had elders met a couple weeks ago, discussed it, talked about it, and we started requiring masks in the building back when the governor asked us to wear masks. And so now as we think about it, we look at the numbers, and many of you may be like me as you go to each day, you kind of check the website, see how Alabama is doing, and there's some obviously big spikes that were a little unnerving, if you will, and saw the hospitals just filling up, and we're way back down now for the time being. I know some states aren't there, and we don't want to get overconfident, but with the dropping of the mask for the state, we have decided that we're going to make masks optional in the building here at SMCC. So it doesn't matter whether it's the Jones House or throughout our building. If you're in here, masks are now going to be optional in all the ministries and all that we're doing, unless if you have a small group and you're meeting in there and you guys come together and decide that you want to wear a mask, that will be up to you and your small group. But the general idea is masks are optional. There is one exception, and that is we are reserving the balcony for those of you who feel more comfortable wearing masks and having those around you wearing those masks as well. And so the balcony will be reserved. This last week, we used the balcony for overflow, and so anybody and everybody went up there just because we needed a place to sit. A great problem that we had last Sunday on Easter. However, from now on, if you're going to the balcony or if it's going to be overflow, we're going to ask you to put a mask on just because we want to make that area comfortable for those people who would be more comfortable with wearing masks. So if you go to the balcony, we're going to ask you and require you to have a mask on, and the signs will reflect that. Otherwise, throughout the building, we're going to continue social distancing. The chairs will continue to be kind of spread out in the worship center, and all the cleaning regimens that we've implemented will continue in that way as well. But we're just going to kind of follow that lead from our governor, and we're going to ask the same thing for you guys. So we look forward to having you. And again, I just want to thank you guys for being patient with other people's preferences, whether it was somebody who was more strict than you in their application or somebody who was more loose than you in their application, that we have been, very in honor, preferring one another and caring for one another. And it's great to see the body at work with regard to that. So this Sunday, want to let you know, masks are optional, and the ministries after Friday will be operating on that basis. Thanks again, and we'll see you Sunday.